Hello, welcome back to HWLRADIO.com. You're here with your main man Hollywood, and today this is my last motherfucking time going back and touching this Jasmine stuff, because I tell you one thing: don't act like y'all don't know chicks that like pills in their own damn drink. Don't act like that. And number one, what is women's number one gift from God? It's persuasion. That's why it says you need to be righteous, because you'll use your persuasion in the wrong way, and that's the devil's tool. The devil knows to use you, I can change the world the way I want it to be. That's why God wants to use you to change the way that he wants it to be. But that's deep, and y'all won't get that yet. Some of y'all will. I hope everybody does, because then the world will be a better place. But a lot of it circles around you. A lot of people think it's to do with the man. No, it's about the woman. That's why the man is the protector of the woman. The woman is not the fucking creator. The woman is just very fucking special to the earth. Very special and important. And that's why she's to be protected. Everybody else with this other doctrine and shit, they fucking up your head. Everybody needs to come back to the laws of the land. And why I'm saying this is because they're going to take this situation here and use it to put the women against the men. And when they put the women against the men, as you notice what's going on now, that the women are going to be going at the men, not taking up for the men. And I told some old school women the other day, and they agreed. I said the number one thing women can do in this situation is take up for the black man. Start taking up for their black men. Not in fucked up situations, but in the motherfucking right situations. Just start taking up for them. Even take up for him to get him a motherfucking help or in jail. Just take up for him, because it's a natural response for the man to take up for the black woman. See, it ain't natural for the black woman to take up for the black man. And they know there's pride in the black man. So if the black woman is acting this way, the pride in the black man is going to make him what? Not want to take up for the black woman. So if the black women take up for the black men, naturally the black men will take up. That's why I say you're a very key, important part of the world. But I can tell you one thing. With that power there, I'm going to show you how far the devil can go. With that power there, the persuasion, knowing that one woman can persuade a lot of people, when a whole group of women get together and join forces on a lie, they can persuade a lot of people to think that motherfucker's the truth. So that's why in some cases you'll need hardcore evidence to even get past, because if it's on a he say, she say shit, nigga, 9 times out of 10, you done lost. 9 times out of 10, so you better have, that's why they say, man, you better have some documents and paperwork, because nigga, that's their gift, that's their power. But don't act like you don't see that. And then another thing, that I was the first person to tell y'all this. And everybody in America can deny it, but I know one motherfucker that ain't denying it, and that's the nigga that's with her. Because I tell you one thing, if that was my fucking wife, girlfriend, or whoever down at the club and she got raped, the number one thing I say to her is, why in the fuck did it look like that you was enjoying it until you looked up at your damn camera phone, and then all of a sudden you start talking about help. There was a little smirk, a little smell like, oh shit, yeah, like, there was that going on. And then when she looked up at the phone and seen it was still live. So you mean to tell me you're gonna back 100% this shit right here? The railroading of a black man? The fucking up of the way that God wants it to be? Like you'll be adding fuel to that fire? That the devil is using your motherfucking earthly powers, which he already to confuse you that you're the God. So, you know, like shit, you gonna run away with that. That's what a lot of people mistake the fruit in the garden of Adam and Eve. The fruit in the garden was the doctrine that the woman could be better than the fucking man, which is the doctrine that they pushing now today. Anything that, you know, anything that's like a cult following is a doctrine. So that's a doctrine. That's a cult. You're following a cult. Everybody calls everything else a cult. Why don't y'all call that a cult? Because that is a cult. Because it's going against what fucking God wants, and it's a whole group of people. So I want y'all to help save the world and just take up for the black man. Because I want y'all to ask yourselves this. and this is going to be the prime example. How many times have you known for one of your girlfriends, any woman you just see in this damn street, to be wrong or to be lying, and you take up for her and make it like shit, this you tripping and she telling the truth, and you crazy? How many times have you done that? And then ask yourself this: for your husband, your boyfriend, any nigga that you see in the street, when you see that this motherfucker's lying, and you can see that everybody is like, hey. I can't say all women, because I think about 3 out of 7 would be like, nah, that's wrong. But some of them, like, that's what he get, and then already threw the nigga in the box with the nigga that done you wrong, but I didn't do this shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, how many times have you noticed that? Because I noticed that a lot going around. Not just in my situations, in a whole heap of people's situations. And when I say heap, I mean, nigga, out of town, in town, overseas, motherfucker, all that shit. But just look at that. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You ain't taking up for the black man at all. You breaking the motherfucker down like a fucking shotgun, like some shit you get from the Marine Corps. Some military issue shit. And another thing, I want y'all to go back through my channel, and I want y'all to go through these other people's channels, and I'm going to show you what not having a biased opinion means. Meaning that I'm not a womanizer, I'm not a manizer, I'm not going after no certain group. I'm trying to bring all this shit together. And go back and look at some of these people. I want you to look at one video of some of them black women that's on this thing covering this story. Look at one video that they took up for a man. Because I got videos where I took up for women on my channel. I do a lot of sponsoring for women. The WNBA, women's boxing, all that shit. So if you think I hate women, you're wrong. I hate this situation. And I know a woman from a bitch. So a lot of y'all like, damn, this nigga said bitch, this nigga say bitch. This is what I'm saying. If you want to put this man 100% in the wrong, something is wrong with you. You need to be checking yourself out. Because a real woman wouldn't sit there and condone whore activity and sit there and try to say that that's a woman and she was disrespected. No, you disrespected yourself when you did the whore activity and stepped out the house, because you're welcoming anything, any and everything. And that's what I tell my nieces. That's what I tell my daughter. That's what I tell my cousins. You can't welcome this shit to you and expect, because it's my job to take care of you. It's my job to protect you out here in these streets, because I know there's sick and crazy people. But I don't need you helping to put me in trouble, because people know I don't got it all, and they know I ain't rap type. And I definitely ain't trying to go to jail for no bullshit. Only real shit. And you putting yourself out there is some bullshit, because that's like I go kill a motherfucker and then they like, yeah, man, in the paperwork it say that your niece ain't had no panties on and she was dancing and everything. It seems like I done killed the wrong motherfucker. That's what I'm trying to put to y'all through all this shit. Like, I'm 100% for real victims. I'm not for false victims. That's what I'm saying. And everything around here, you wasn't there, I wasn't there. But from the looks of it, if you don't see that it looked like she wanted it, and we definitely know he wanted it because of what he did. And yes, he did sexually assault her, because if she's saying no and he's going, what is that? But my whole thing is, you gotta get that hate for the black man out of your heart and try to see things from a logical standpoint, or at least a fair one. Because if you don't see that both of these people was wrong that night, there was wrong in both of these people. And until you can notice that, then I know what you stand for. You only stand for one side. I'm standing for both. I'm standing for us to reunite again. That's what I'm standing for. But you can continue. I'll just let you know that I can see through the shit. But hopefully that could help America be a greater place. Because that's what I'm doing. Making the streets safe again. That's my campaign. We'll have t-shirts coming out. And That's going to be the show for today, so make sure you go over to HWLRADIO.com, download the radio station app. Make sure you check out the sponsors page and shit. I'm out.